People fall in love with me pretty easily. It's like, game on. Cheers to our trial marriage.
Keep an eye out on Vanessa. Vanessa's gonna be a problem. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me, and we're reviewing the Ultimatum Queer Love. So I guess it's technically a spin-off of the original Ultimatum because this one says Queer Love Season 1 instead of the Ultimatum Season 2. So maybe there'll be two iterations of the show going on at the same time. That's interesting. Anyways, before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. Just a quick synopsis of the show. The ultimatum essentially is couples coming together. One person has issued an ultimatum to their partner, basically saying, marry me or let's go our separate ways. They come together, do a couple swap, and see if they want to swap partners, get married, or leave single. This season, they're doing it with all lesbian couples. They're all, hold on. Let me say something that don't get me canceled. Hold on now. Give me a second. They all identify as women. Yeah. There it is. I don't know why I was struggling to find that. They all identify as women. So essentially, everybody is free game. And I will say, I do think this format works a little bit better. It does, because there's more likelihood for connections to happen because everyone, in theory, is attracted to everyone. I was a little bit skeptical, but I actually think the process works better for queer relationships. Also, I do and don't like the ages that they chose to focus on, because there are some like grown people, like late 30s, early 40s, which makes sense with the whole marriage conversations and stuff like that. But then there's like a 24-year-old. So it's like, can the 24-year-old connect with the 42-year-old? I don't know. Let's actually get into the couples. The first couple we have is Vanessa, who is 30, and Xander, who is 30. They've been dating for 4 years, and it is Xander who issued the ultimatum.
Vanessa and I met when we were seniors in high school, and our boyfriends were best friends. I feel like that we have a connection that I'm never gonna find again, and I don't honestly want to look for it again.
I don't want permanency and I don't want stability. I want freedom. And that's not really what marriage consists of.
It seems like the issue between these two is the fact that, yes, their relationship is fun and exciting, but Vanessa doesn't want to be tied down. She wants to keep the fun and the excitement and thinks that marriage will just completely lock that off. I will say I appreciate the honesty of Vanessa saying that, listen, I never even saw myself in a long-term committed relationship. Like, marriage? No, thank you. But then I'm also like, then Xander, why are you here? You know your girlfriend doesn't want to be married. If you issue an ultimatum, if anything, isn't that going to push her further away? Because now you forcing it, and she already don't want to do it. This couple is kind of weird. I don't know. It's a weird one. Next, we have Mal, who's 36, and Yoli, who is 34. They have been dating for 3 years, and Yoli is the one who issued an ultimatum.
She was a men's stylist at Barney's at the time. I asked her for an Instagram so I could continue asking for discounts at Barney's.
Mal has expressed to me that she wants to have the money for the ring, money for the house, money for the kids.
It's not about if I want to marry her. I want to marry her. I don't necessarily feel like I'm in the place to be able to provide for her like I want to provide.
The financial strife, typically, I'm like, I don't know. But in this case, it does make a lot more sense. It's heavier in queer couples who cannot reproduce with each other because you have to save for daily expenses, family building, and like if you do want children. By family building, I just meant like a home and being settled and stuff like that. Not necessarily like having kids. But on top of that, if you do want kids, you're going to have to go the route of in vitro fertilization, maybe surrogacy, adoption, just, you know, things that require a lot more money than the quote unquote regular couple would have to what was I saying? I completely lost my train of thought. Guys, I just landed this morning, so my brain is fried. I don't remember what I was saying. The thought has completely gone. All I know is there's a money struggle, and I hear you. I hear you, sis. I think Mal was also saying that Yoli has a tendency to be easily swept up by different connections. So she's not sure what makes her different to any of Yoli's other exes or anybody who might come in Yoli's path in the future. So that's a reason why she's hesitant to get married. The next couple we have is Lexi, who's 24, and Ray, who's 27. They've been dating for 3 years, and Lexi is the one who issued the ultimatum.
I really want to marry this girl. My mom plans weddings and my dad's a jeweler. If that gives any hints.
We grew up envisioning this like picturesque, like running down the street, like screaming the I love you. I don't know if that exists for me.
I'm not gonna live up to them. You know, I'm not gonna live up to perfect.
Ray is looking for a cookie cutter relationship, essentially. She has an image of what a perfect relationship looks like and isn't going to settle for anything less. And unfortunately for Lexi, those are impossible expectations to live up to. A part of me, this is just a hypothesis, an assumption, this has no merit whatsoever, but it's just my mind thinking. A part of me wonders if Ray has internalized heteronormative ideals and if that's what's keeping her from wanting to commit. Because this like cookie cutter perfect relationship societally is between a man and a woman, the house, the 2 kids, and the dog. Like, you know what I mean? And although she hasn't said that explicitly, I just wonder if that's something that she was raised thinking or raised to think. I don't know. It's just a hypothesis. Okay, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just thinking. The next couple we have is Mildred, who is 33, and Tiff, who is 32. They've been dating for 2 years, and Mildred issued the ultimatum.
I actually found her on an Instagram hashtag that's really embarrassing.
The hashtag was lesbian Latina. I gave Tiff an ultimatum because, you know, I don't want to toot my horn or anything, but she really likes what I do in bed.
Yes, ma'am.
If she wants to keep this spice in her life, she needs to put a ring on it.
Yeah, that's how it is.
I don't think they should get married. I don't even think they should be together. Here's why. So Mildred is really, really fond of her sex game. She thinks that she's the best thing since sliced bread. And basically she's saying, you don't want to lose this spice in your life. And that's the biggest reason why she thinks they should get married. And the theme of sex is something that is just through and through their relationship because what's the girlfriend's name? Tiff was basically saying she'll do these things where like we break up and she doesn't talk to me for a while and then randomly we just get back together and we don't communicate as to why the breakup happened and whatnot, and then we just have sex and it's like things are mended. So these two have some kind of misalignment in their relationship. They also cannot communicate, and then they mask all their problems with sex, and then they want to lean on sex to be the reason why they should get married because you're not going to find this good sex anywhere else. Don't get married. Don't get married. This relationship is a waste of time. The last couple we have is Aussie, who is 42, and Sam, who is 31. They've been dating for 1.5 years, and Sam has issued the ultimatum.
I am ready to get engaged, have a ring on this finger. I am ready to get married.
I want to live with you for 5 years, and if this is meant to be where I want to go that marriage state, then I'm open to it.
Aussie, let's be all the way for real. Let's be all the way for real. Aussie is 42. And I'm not putting an age on when you should get married. I think you could find the love of your life at 87. Okay? But at 42, Aussie thinks it takes 5 years to know if being married to the person that you're with is the best decision. Now, here's my problem. Me personally, if I'm intentionally dating you with the goal of marriage, it shouldn't take no more than 2 years for you to know. I'm just saying no. I'm not saying that then you should get married at that mark, but you should at the very least know that this is the person you want to be married to. I would like to think that I would probably leave if after the 2 years, marriage isn't something that looks like we're going to be working towards. Unless there were external situations that made it hard for us to proceed with marriage. Okay. But as a 42-year-old woman, I would think that your weeding out process is better than when you were younger. You have your goals set in place. Your mission for your life is pretty clear or is on the way to being clear. Why is it taking you 5 years to realize who you want to be committed to? Maybe this is me being naive because I'm only 26, but I don't know. During the singles mixer, a lot of the women seem to be more feminine presenting, but we have Mal and Tiff who are more masked. So they're like, well, this is different.
You're the most masculine person I've ever been on a date with.
Fair.
But yeah, fair enough.
I think for now. I think you might find out later. Traditionally, I don't date mask.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, fuck it, we're here. I'm grown. We'll figure out who top and who bottoms at another time. But like, for now, we're good. We're good.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This was something that I did think about because I'm like, yeah, a lot of the girls are like feminine presenting, and I think it's easier for more feminine this is an assumption. I don't know. I ain't in the community, okay? But I feel like it would be easier for feminine presenting women to go with other feminine presenting women than masked women to go for other masked women. That was just my thought. It's a theory. I have no truth in it. I don't know, right? So yeah, I was thinking, that's interesting. And then also the age differences, which I mentioned earlier, is something that I was thinking about. But it seems like this cast is very open to exploring things, except for Aussie and Sam. I didn't really see them mingling much. I didn't see people mingling much with them. Vanessa, as we know, has made it abundantly clear that she's here to have fun, to have a good time, and to live her best single life.
I'm gonna get a drink or 5, and then I'm gonna date everyone that I can. I'm gonna date you and you and you and you and everyone I can, get my hands on.
Mal is strikingly good looking. Oh my gosh, she's the cutest thing I've ever seen. She's beautiful. She's a feisty little thing.
I'm gonna not look at your boobs because I know they're already great. So I'm just really looking at you. You're beautiful.
She's hot. Did I say that? She's hot.
Xander, you gotta run. You have got to run. It seems like for Vanessa, this is an opportunity for her to explore something that maybe she's wanted to explore, because she said the last time she was in the dating scene, she was strictly dating men. She actually found out that she is pansexual, so she's attracted to any gender identity, right? But now with Xander, like the lack of care that she has for Xander's feelings, I don't know. I don't know if this is what you want to be in. So then Vanessa says, yeah, marriage is not really for me, but kids, I really want to have kids. And then furthermore, she's like, well, actually, it's not that marriage is what I don't want to do. It's just that I want to be with somebody who gives me that desire to be married to them. Xander, how many strays are you going to accept? How many stray bullets are you going to let hit you? Okay? I need you to pick up yourself and go somewhere else, because Vanessa is not the one. Mal and Lexi are having a conversation, and they share this similar concern of their partners being easily wooed by other people and maybe not wanting to commit to them, because really they could just plug and play anybody.
My ex loves really hard. She's a serial monogamist. Every relationship I've heard her talk about, she's super vested in, and I just don't feel different than them.
Yeah.
Part of me is annoyed with the ultimatum, because I'm like, you're putting it on me, but I kind of am unsure about how you feel.
Her problems didn't change between me and the last girl.
Right.
I would have an issue with that too. I would have an issue with, you want to get married, but it doesn't necessarily have to be me. You just want to be married. You want that happy relationship, picture. And it doesn't necessarily have to be me. Just anybody that can make you happy in that moment. That is really sad. That is really sad. So I'm feeling for Mal a little bit more, because yes, the ultimatum was issued to her, but she's like, realistically, Yoli has a lot of work to do when it comes to making me feel chosen and me feel loved. And she wants to be chosen and she wants to be reassured, but doesn't want to give that back to me as a partner. Why would I want to marry that? And here is Lexi basically saying, you know, my partner can go anywhere and feel the things that she feels for me. So I want that commitment to have it solidified that it's not just marriage that I want. It is marriage with you. It's marriage with Lexi. So yeah, they're going through the same thing. And even though one was issued the ultimatum and the other wasn't, they do share the same concerns. And I wonder how much detail they've explained it to their partner, because it seems like their partners are unaware of this fact. Vanessa, the episode ends with Vanessa. Vanessa's so off-putting, honestly. She asked the group, you know, who would be your top choice or something like that, and expected them to give the answer in front of the people that they came into the experiment with. And I'm like, are you for real? And then she's like, oh, I have a connection with you and it took me off guard. And I also had a connection with you and it took me off guard. Girl, be all the way for real.
Would you guys be willing to tell everyone else who your number one was?
No. That's aggressive. I can't.
It's a great question.
All right, if Vanessa wasn't here, then I would have dated everyone in this table.
What I'm excited for is my new relationship with Mel, and you being best friends with Mel, and then we have threesomes occasionally.
I feel like at every chance to disrespect Xander, Vanessa will take it. And it's not like a overt disrespect, and I think that's what makes it justifiable in Vanessa's eyes. It's just, I'm being open to the process. That's what we came here to do. Xander. No. So Vanessa's here like, oh yeah, my connection with Lexi just took me off guard. I never knew I'd be so attracted to you. We should go on a date. Then she talks to Lexi's girl, saying the exact same thing. Vanessa's an F girl. Get her out of here. Get it out of here. And Xander, if y'all end the season together, I want you to watch the season and then end it, because Vanessa is not it. Anyways, that's all I have for episode 1, child. It looks like it's going to be an absolute dumpster fire, and you know I love me a trashy reality TV show. So, as always, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.